Today I'm taking a look at the TOLESA caulking gun tool set. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of interesting. I'm used to these things being just a hard plastic, but these are almost like a rubbery, like a hard silicone. That's pretty cool. So that's going to make flexing these things into tough areas a lot easier. So these are just scrapers, and they're going to be for getting those nice clean angles. So if you're going to be caulking a bathtub or something like that and you want to get a consistent bead, you can use this to help make that work. I've always just used soap and water with my finger and just kind of run it across. But if you don't want to do that, this can give you, well, actually kind of pretty cool designs. That's pretty neat. And then this is a scraper, so if you want to recaulk your bathtub or something like that, you can use this to kind of peel that off. And then on the other side, we have this drag tool, so you can use that to kind of peel it away. On old tubs that were ceramic, you could just use a razor, but with new tubs that are all plastic, this is going to be a kind of tool that you want to use. Very cool that they included that. And then this is the caulking gun. So you can see we are pulled all the way forward, and as I pump the handle, it pushes that piston forward. One thing I can immediately notice is that this actually has a rubber grip on the back, so that feels very nice. We also have a hole right here, so if you need to cut the tip on your caulk, you can just put that in there. And then when you pull the trigger, you can see that little blade that moves across. So that will knock that tip and give you a nice clean cut. But one thing that's interesting about this one that you don't see on other caulking guns is this actually has a no drip feature. So you can push this forward. So right now dripping is possible, and if I pull the trigger, see that piston moves forward and it holds pressure. If I push this back, pull the trigger, it still goes forward, but it allows me to push it back, so it's not going to keep that container pressurized. So what that means is we don't have to worry about drips constantly coming out of here because this is constantly pressurized. So that's something that's very nice. You don't see that on a lot of caulking guns. I am very glad that it's on here. Now if you do have it on the standard mode, we got a little trigger right here, so if you need to pull this back, you just push that trigger and then you can move it back. On the other side, we have a piercing tool. So if your caulk sealed itself, you can use this to jam that in there and pop that guy open again. So this guy is packed full of all the features. So let's put it on our tube, and this is a partially used tube, so I'm just going to push this guy forward. We are on no drip, and let's see what we get. All right, I'll let go, and we are not dripping. That's awesome. So that's pretty great. Yeah, let's see if we can smooth that out. Yeah, I should probably put on a little more. There we go. That is pretty clean. So just get a rag and kind of clean up the excess, but yeah, that'll work no problem. So yeah, overall, I am very happy with that. That is a very nice kit.